We bully, indeed. But only in the nice and kind ways. You know who does it in the malicious ways, dude? Johnny Somali, at least I think so. I don't know really who that is. I just know he streams himself being a menace in Japan, where I don't live. Thank God, am I right? He's like the modern day Godzilla, terrorizing everybody, or so I hear. And I watch this freaking Atazi video about that guy. Oh
boy, well, things have just gotten so much worse for the most disliked streamer, as he's now got hit with another charge, meaning he will likely be stuck in South Korea for even longer. The dude should have never stepped foot in Korea, and this is also on top of losing his last remaining social media account, so he's basically banned on every platform, and now begging to be forgiven and unbanned on Kick. Because even though the Korean government has confiscated all of his equipment and he's been banned on all of the major live streaming and video platforms,
I'm in the thick of it, you could say. Or I mean, he is.
Available. This time, he's found a way to reemerge on the internet again. And he did so via a video call through someone in Ice Poseidon's circle. Because somehow Ice is now part of this story, an IRL streamer many of you guys are familiar with. At one point, the dude was basically the largest streamer on Twitch, until that all came crashing down with him being swatted on a plane.
Passengers say that—
a classic story. We don't need to re-delve into it, because he is fine now, and he streams on Kick. He's probably even live right now. He is. He's sleeping. Sleepy guy. Poor fella. Only 4K viewers while in bed. This guy fell off, but he's sleeping peacefully, as you can see, because there's his heart. Alright.
Ban him. Well, fast forward a couple years, and now he's one of the largest streamers on Kick, and has definitely contributed to the growth of the Kick platform. And currently, he's traveling around Japan.
He's a perfect fit for the Kick platform, to be fair. He's kind of a degen, you know? Which he's open about. Remember when he did the freaking crypto scam and he's like, yeah, I scammed everybody and I don't want to give the money back. I don't feel like it.
For his series 100 Days to Learn Japanese. And this is all at the time of recording this video right now. He's already been in Japan for over a month now with a group of friends most of the time. And if I'm not wrong, almost everybody in his group is also an IRL streamer who's also recording their own POV of the whole.
This fucking thing in the background makes me feel like he's in a preschool and I don't like it. I know it's supposed to look nostalgic, like the thing everyone remembers. Yeah, I remember it. And I'm not a baby, so I don't want to see it. Get this doggone shit out of here. Fuck yous! You.
Travel. And even though Ice Poseidon and his friends aren't exactly the same thing as Johnny Somali, who probably is the best example of being a nuisance streamer himself, but I mean, it's safe to say that people online are not a fan of streamers making a scene in public.
Shouts out
streams,
Mitchell,
especially in Japan and Korea.
Watching
after
my
Johnny
nostalgic
stirred the pot
videos
so much there. But this is a fairly recent
I remember
clip that went viral from Ice Poseidon's group from a guy named ABZ. For example, in this clip, ABZ, one of Ice Poseidon's friends and Kick former employee, he's in public as he receives a donation, and of course the donation—
some new gen Ice Poseidon orbiter lore that I am not caught up with, and that's okay.
Set to some
don't tell me about
moans.
it. I don't want to know. Shit! He's telling me about it! He actually said ABZ. I thought he meant EBZ, who I am familiar with, because that's old school. He's a rapper and an Uber driver, and he's goated.
Game scheme.
I don't know why I picked the one with just the fucking album art, which is a screenshot of a video. Classic! I can't even like this in sarcastically because I use YouTube Music now. I canceled Spotify. That shit's not goated. It's Garbo.
Oh my god!
Anyway, not this guy. Different guy. Similar letters.
You guys are assholes. Alright, stop. No, let's not make this a thing.
Oi, bruv. What the hell? What the blimey shit is going on?
Bro, but I thought it was a nice dono. Bro, no.
I feel like he knew it wasn't.
You guys are rats. Bro.
Or here, another dude in the group, slightly homeless, is supposedly drunk late at night and crashes out on the street after getting—
I feel like you're either homeless or you're not. There's very little gray area.
In some relationship
If you have an area to even paint gray, count your privilege.
This is with the only girl there in the group of streamers.
Homeless, this is actually all your fault. You decided to hook up with that girl. It's your fault, and you should learn.
Who the fuck are these people? I thought we were learning about Johnny... what's his name? What's his fucker?
I know, it isn't my fault. I shouldn't have asked her to date
Johnny
me.
Somali. I don't know any of these people, and he doesn't even know himself, it sounds like. I'll listen.
Odd, but remember him because he'll become relevant to the story later on. But then you have this one, which ABZ filmed Ice Poseidon, I guess pretending to make out with a statue.
That's what I need to not see. That's what you need to miss me with. That's disrespectful, I imagine.
Especially in Asia. Why? What's the point? Like, thankfully, this isn't like a memorial
What up,
from
T-fan?
what I can tell. But why fly out to Japan and do that? Or this?
Yeah, why would you make that Gaussian blur all over the statue?
Oh, what do we got here?
Interesting editing choice. I have a lot to think about this film.
Heard.
Whatever he did, I'm sure it's stupid and extra bad in Japan. Quit goofing around and be serious.
They seem to be in like a trail, so if we just keep going forward.
Brother, are you okay?
What up,
Or
Valen?
if that wasn't questionable enough, I guess you decided to follow Johnny's footsteps and say this about the Yakuza?
Stay with me, Nana.
Huh?
The Yakuza.
Isn't that a game on Steam? I think I saw someone playing that. I don't think you should make fun of the lore of the game, though.
For Yakuza.
Yeah.
Someone
I hope they
might get pissed off.
Good.
They're all
Get-
Yakuza.
Why? That's just poor risk to reward assessment with that action. Like, I feel like that one can go south pretty quickly. Ice and his friends might not be just like Johnny Somali since they aren't really...
Okay, so he was just making the connection, dude. Now we're gonna hear about what this guy did, which I'm sure is break out of prison and to put all the guards in his own prison that he started with in this gas station. Let's see.
committing felonies nor
That's my
harassing
prediction.
people in the same way as him. I also see why a bunch of Japanese and Korean citizens are labeling them as nuisance streamers. But this group draws a very
In
strong
America, we call them terrorists.
line between them and Johnny, as we'll see soon. Because during a live stream, Slightly Homeless, who we saw earlier, he decided to call Johnny Somali out of nowhere.
Bro, don't call me, don't text me. I can't help you, brother. I'm sorry.
Hear me?
Sorry to hear that.
I've been watching a little bit of the trivia. I know Nana. What's up?
Yes, the camera's on.
Hi.
Hi, Nana. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Does she know Johnny Somali? Does she know me? Terrorizing her country?
I love that the only thing that Johnny can brag about in his life is harassing strangers in public. Really, dude? Congratulations.
That's my passion. What do you mean? It's what I do. It's who I am. Would you say that I shouldn't bring up iPhone gaming to the shorties immediately? Because I do, and I will continue to do so.
Johnny. So Johnny claims that he's planning to
Fuck
meet
else
this
I'ma
group in
do?
Busan because
Talk about the
apparently
weather?
They're also
Sorry.
going to Korea soon. But I doubt that'll ever happen, judging from that reaction at the end there. If it does happen, it'll probably be from Johnny stream sniping them. And also, that clip that we just saw also kind of reinforced his ban on Kick, because Ice is pretty influential on Kick. And Johnny clearly begged to get unbanned on Kick because he has no platforms left. And obviously, Ice said this.
Oh, what the
What?
Johnny Somali? Are you still alive?
Johnny
Bro, hang up on this.
Bro, what the are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean?
want to be targeted by my...
I want advice.
Huh?
I want advice. Advice? Yeah, what are you doing? They want me Somali. Let me Somali.
Look, when you
Better watch
guys
it.
do time,
He gonna set you up.
You guys trying to troll me? Is that what I'm supposed to believe here? Yeah, we're still live. It worked. So
Talk
real mature.
He gonna set you up, Nana. He gonna set you up.
Okay, get me out there.
He wants unbanned from K.
That's not gonna happen.
Peace out, bro. I'll see you later.
I know, right, dude? Freaking 4K viewers just sleeping. Hold up. Let's get our viewers up real quick. Hold up. This cam's mostly for my cat, but you guys can watch me sleep for 1 hour. Okay.
I'm Loomis now.
I'm Loomis now.
I was like, damn, nigga, what you doing out here with all this ass?
God damn. You can see my ass? Wait a second.
Not like Ice and them are making Kick look great either, but I will agree that there is a difference between them. But honestly, Johnny has way bigger problems than meeting Ice Poseidon, like the bounty Johnny has on his head for the Korean public. Because remember, they call him the...
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of someone actually chasing him and beating him up like Batman. It was kind of crazy.
Golden Goblin over there. So yeah, strangers are still paying for anyone who can film themselves hitting the guy. So technically he still drops loot. I love how there's like this niche Korean online community that are essentially playing human Pokemon Go with Johnny Somali because he harassed the citizens of Korea for profit. Kinda deserved. So he has that to worry about and his new charge, as he was just now recently charged with an additional count of violating the Minor Crimes Act, which is the same kind of charge that postponed his trial back in December. So now we have two charges of obstruction of business, and then we have two Minor Crimes Act charges as well. Now, regarding the Minor Crimes Act, we don't know specifically what they're investigating because the dude has basically committed so many illegal acts in South Korea that it's almost impossible to track everything down. And before you ask, a minor crimes offense in Korea has nothing to do with minors. Like, that's just the equivalent of a misdemeanor over there.
Yeah,
so
I already knew that.
I guess he's just
That's why I didn't say anything. I was thinking it though, and I was like, should I go for the low-hanging fruit? And then I said, nope, I'm not hungry.
Misdemeanors on top of his felonies already. But when I was researching this video, I saw a comment about Johnny's situation that said this dude is like the lucky roulette wheel of crime prosecutors. Whatever you land on, he's probably committed it. And that describes it pretty well, because unfortunately for Johnny, yet again, the dude live streams and documents everything he does. So all the prosecutors have to do is just sit and watch through all of his VODs. What an
No, thank you.
absolute
I can't do that, officer. I'm so sorry. And good luck to you.
The dude just completely played himself. But even though he got another misdemeanor, as I said in my last video, these all add up, because one misdemeanor, it doesn't really do too much, honestly, in the grand scheme of things. But two misdemeanors, you'll probably get into a little bit more trouble. But if you add those two misdemeanors on top of his felonies, suddenly Johnny might be ending up in some serious prison time. And I mean, every update on him just shows us how possible this can actually be, because now he's being charged as a repeat offender. So it's safe to say the dude wishes he never went to Korea. And speaking of getting banned on platforms, Johnny's TikTok account has now disappeared. And even though it's tough to tell exactly what's going on, I do feel like there might be a pattern. And that pattern, I guess, is his career completely vanishing, because absolutely nothing has been posted on any of his socials. There was nothing on his new YouTube account because his old one was banned, but he does have a new channel, but nothing's there.
Have you heard of this crazy place called America? You should do. I mean, I'm not like inviting you here. I don't have the power to do that. I'm just saying, like, I mean, why would you do all this in Korea? I feel like it maybe like it would do it in Texas or something far away from me, but not like, you know, somewhere that'll put you in prison for less stuff than whatever the fuck he did, and hump a statue and shit. Like, that stuff I don't care about that much, but obviously it's theirs and they should protect it how they see fit.
And his Rumble account, that's just kind of collecting dust because there's nothing new there either.
Well said, lonniedos.
His career of harassing random people in public has come to a complete halt. But if you watched our last video on Johnny, you might remember Hank as well, the guy who did that podcast.
I do not remember
tried
Hank.
To explain
crazy
the
image.
Last video on Johnny, you might remember Hank as
I do not remember Hank, and I think I would.
Well, the guy who did that podcast interview where he tried to explain why he keeps being friends with Johnny Somali. A bunch of creators covered that interview, including Andrew from Legal Mindset, who we've also had here on this channel before. And surprisingly, Hank decided to file a
nightmare blunt rotation
lawsuit against a bunch of different South Korean streamers for stalking and
you have to know somebody before you can have a nightmare about
harassment, and against Andrew for talking about what he does on
Hank from the Talking Tom franchise, dude. That guy's goated. Talking Benjamin? Counting these Benjamins? Only Benjamins. Also Benji the dog. That's the easiest one to reference offhand. What is the dog doing? This is the sound the cash register makes at the bank when I make a withdraw, and then he's done. All right, I won't be shopping here anymore.
Public platform. But when Hank filed this lawsuit, he decided to combine all of these streamers into one single case. And that might have been one of the worst decisions he could have done for that lawsuit, because now it's a lol suit. Honestly, it was a lol suit to begin with, but
bro, they're lolling at your suit.
That definitely does not help. Hank is also suing Andrew, an attorney, not for stalking and harassment, but for insult and defamation.
Hank, if you will.
In the same lawsuit, Hank is suing Andrew because basically Andrew quoted Hank himself in that live stream interview on Legal Mindset's channel. And at the end, I guess Hank didn't like it.
Hank's issue is that...
Who invited that guy?
he made these statements. He came out of his own volition on an international public broadcast and said these things. And I think what Hank thinks is that he can say these things on
Does he think he can say these?
A public broadcast and they will remain private. So he thinks that he can go out and just talk to people publicly on something he knows is being streamed, he knows being put out there.
Hank was the one who defamed himself on a public platform. Other people just talked about it. That's like suing a mirror for showing a reflection. It's safe to say, like, not even Andrew is taking this issue very seriously because...
All right, who the fuck is Hank? This was a good video, though. There was a bunch of people in there I didn't expect. Crammed in, snuck into the lore. Kind of crazy.